loaded. And we should be all good in the hood. All right. Let's see here. And boom, we got action. There it is there. What's going on, fam? All right. Let me scroll, get us all refreshed and locked in. Let's see here. What's going on, MT4? What's going on, Natasha? We got, let me see, I always forget the name. It's HCSL. Like, so many letters. Let me see what's going on, Grace. You told me it was like doctor or something, I think. Let me see what's going on, Warrior Spirit. What's going on, Maria? What's going on, Palencia? We got AT in the building. What's going on, Forex Princess? It was funny too. Remember one day we had like 3 Forex Princesses in the chat. I'm like, wait, how many accounts do you? You got Shauna in the building. Let me see. What up, Yosh? Got Relasia in the building. Let's see. All right, what's going on, Royo? I see you, fam. All right, we got T United in the building. All right, Dr. Hill. There we go. I knew it was Dr. something. I couldn't remember. I knew it was something, though. All right, what's going on, Live While You Live? I love that name, right? We got Master Henry in the building. Let me see. Awesome. All right. I don't even see Pete in here. Is Pete in here? Because you know Pete gonna get mad if I don't say hi to him. What's going on, Joya? Got my 313 family in the building. All right, there you go. What's good, Pete? I don't want to leave you out, bro. I know you like while I'm sitting right here. All right, so
Always.
man, listen. Pete don't miss no classes. I love it. It's a dedication
Yep.
for me. Let's see here. I said I'm stressing. I need more. Join the club, bro. Join the club. we all in the hunt for our meal. Trying to get that meal. I'm trying to eat out here, man. I need a good meal. We know what we mean when we say meal. All right.
That was funny.
That is too funny. What's going on, Nina? Let's see here. Also, Ninja. I see you. I forget about you, Ninja. All right. Let's see here. So I'm gonna be homeless if I don't. Half a meal, Pete. If you already are living in a mansion, bro, just downgrade, man. It's all right. What's going on, Voyager? What's going on, EJ? All right, let me go ahead and get this popping, man. I know y'all ready to roll. All right, so quick refresh of oldcoingecko.com. We got Bitcoin hanging out at $70,000. Nice little pullback. Ethereum hanging out at around 3,800. Nice little pullback. I'm happy for these pullbacks right now. Hopefully we keep it going, right? Bitcoin started something I like. I mean, now remember I told you guys we're in a very different climate right now when it comes to Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space as a whole. Just a ton of demand. Like you can't deny it at this point. Markets are broken out. We've seen all-time highs. I said 50K would be a good pullback. I still think that's possible. So we're holding on for some pullback love here. Hopefully we get it. All right, we got BNB at around 594, Solana at 166. Sheesh. We got XRP at around 67 cents, Cardano at 75, Avalanche at $53, and Polkadot hanging out at $11 right now. Let's go ahead and do a quick refresh of the top coins in the last 24 hours. Meme coin, weird coin. All right?
Yeah.
Like, this is the part that makes me like, boy. All right, so with Hat obviously has been going crazy. Mike already showed you guys the Vegas news that's going on. Like, these guys are going to be on the giant sphere in Vegas, which is like, why? What's the point of this again? All
That's when to
right.
sell. That's when you get out.
Yeah,
So when that
man, dude,
on
like
that
when you start
day,
seeing that level of advertisement in Vegas on a giant sphere that you can see through half the city, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's time to go ahead and pull the ripcord on this one, man. For
yeah.
sure, that bad boy's hit TP. All right, so we got Pepe having a nice jump. I don't even know what's going on with this weird 5 right here on this thing. Like, I don't know why that's doing
I don't
that.
know why it does that. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
is it like squared or something at this point? Like, what's the deal with the weird lowered case? I didn't know we had lowercase numbers at this point. Something new every day in crypto. All right, we got Bonk, having a nice jump up. I can't even pronounce the price point of Bonk right now. Is it 1,000th, 1/10,000th, 3/10,000th of a penny? Is that what we're doing right now? Is everybody saying, but if it hits a penny, Kurt, we'll be rich forever. I'm like, listen, this ain't a Rick Ross video. It ain't happening, Captain. All right. We got WorldCoin hanging out at $10 right now. Aptos at 13. Like I said, Dot's doing great. And we got Chainlink at $21 right now. And I'm going to go to the second page because I'm going to make it a thing. I know we've been giving the second page a little bit of love here. So when the market's heating up like this, we got to kind of have a good conversation about this stuff, right? 0x having a great day. Live Peer, this was old school. I put this on the old watch list back in the day. We got Loopring, Helium Mobile. It's funny. We got Space ID, Radix, and Cadena. And let's see here. Marinade, Staked. Yeah, so pretty much most projects are having a good day for the most part. We have a few things. Man, I feel like I got so many windows open right now. Oh my gosh, bro. I gotta do something about this. Most of this stuff is just products I've already explained. So let's just go and clean out some of this. Man, it's how you know I'm just opening windows, researching stuff like crazy. All right. Let's get that, get that, get that, get that. All right. Sheesh. All right. Now, Bitcoin's jumping out the gym. We have a bit of a pullback right now. And it's funny to see, like, when you're on, like, CoinGecko and you see Bitcoin and the jump, right? And then when you look back at the, let me see here. You look back at, like, the price point of, like, how, you know how they show, like, the big little jump over here last 7 days. It's like the pullback looks so substantial. Man, is it going to refresh? Do I have to type Bitcoin? Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I got to type it. All right. So you see how we had like this crazy drop off? And I'm like, yeah, nah. Like this is supposed to be like a daily chart last 24 hours. When you go to CoinGecko, I'm on the daily. Like, bruh. Like, where is that big movement I'm seeing on the other side? I'm not seeing it. It's not making sense right now. All right. So yeah, you got to be careful on CoinGecko. Don't let the visuals fool you. All right. They'll definitely run you into a wall. All right. See here. This is Kurt. Check the Belgian estate dudes. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'll check it out. I'll give it a look. Real estate dude calls like I am mobile. Okay. I'll look into it. All right. What's going on? What's going on, fam? Let me see. Who else we got popping in here? Okay. I see we got the whole squad in here. What's going on, Will? All right. So yeah, 5 zeros is too much. 5 zeros is too much for any coin. All right. So seeing where we're at right now. Yes, we're coming back and testing levels. This was the all-time high level. We've come back and retested it now a couple times here. Looks like price wants to come back and test it again. The more time we spend at this level, the more likely we'll have a pullback right now. So not excited is not as much as I was before. I don't want to say I'm like not excited. I'm just not super amped up about like us getting a substantial pullback right now. One, because we need breaker structures, right? And when you see where we are right now, the last strong structure we had was down here at around 50, like 50,000. Right here, there's a nice little bit of a base at around 60,000. It's already been tested. So if we do come back and break down, it'll be a small BOS. But it's just, I want that 50K pullback. I do. Like, I know we wanted 30K, then we wanted 40K, now we want 50K. I'm still rooting for it, right? We haven't gotten that, like that pause, that bit of a pullback right before the halving. So I would love to see it happen. It would be great. But every time I come over here and look at this dollar, man, like it's not giving me a lot of confidence to say the least right now, right? So dollar had a nice run up. We tested that 50% 618 zone and we pulled back below, retested, and now we're down here. Dollar's trying to give a little bit of a jump. I don't think we're going to see a wild move up for the dollar. Like I said, I know Jerome's kind of like teeter-tottering on us potentially getting another pause. Like seeing a rate cut right now isn't necessarily great. Like I know Mike talked about it yesterday where we may end up seeing another pause. And if we get a higher, if if inflation continues to run, I don't think he's going to raise, but I think he might just extend these pauses out for a good while. Now, if he does raise, oh my gosh, you're talking about the dollar jumping out the gym. Like it could be a really, really wild jump, then maybe another pause, and then we finally start getting a bit of a drop off, right? For the dollar, and then a nice drop off for crypto, should I say? and then the dollar goes on a run again. So yes, if Jerome Powell pauses rates, we'll probably get what we're still getting. If he raises rates, it's going to be a full-fledged run. The dollar's going to jump, crypto will drop, stocks will drop, real estate, we're all trying to get that house for like 75 cents. We waiting for that crash to happen. I don't think it's coming, but we'll see. I know everybody in here like, bruh, I've been watching Jerome. He need to go ahead and raise these rates one more time so I can get that house for 75 cents on the dollar. Like I'm telling you, dude, right now, it's so funny seeing like how real estate is just booming. Like it never had a pullback. Like it's just been going up the whole time. It really does remind me of the stock market in a sense, but just way worse. Even when you come over and look at the S&P, nothing about this looks natural. Nothing about it. It's just pauses and gaps and gaps and gaps and pauses and gaps. And I'm like, last time we seen something like that was like right over here inside of this little area where it was just gapping and gapping and pausing and gapping and gapping. A little bit of a pullback, and then we had one more major run up, and then after that, it just completely gave us a drop off. And I mean, that's COVID, obviously, but at this point, I feel like we're lining ourselves up for another potential black swan because the market's just way oversaturated, right? And when I say black swan event, some of you guys may or may not know what that means. It just gives us another idea of when we're seeing the markets run as hot as they are, there are things that are happening where in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, this was obvious. But when it happens, you're like, oh my gosh, what do we do? This is one of the reasons why I'm looking at you guys now saying, hey, I believe there's something coming, and it might not be right away, but it's on the way, if you get my drift. All right? It's just something needs to happen. At this point, yeah, like I don't feel like we got that fully fleshed out pullback. And the thing is, I told you guys this, I asked you guys this as well, and you kind of agree with me too, is we don't do anything to fix any problem until it's too late. So I feel like we never fixed our financial problems. We never fixed our financial woes. There were literally banks collapsing like every other week, right? And nothing happened. Nobody revamped the banking laws. Nobody came in and gave us a whole new breakdown of all the things that needed to take place in the market. Like nothing, beneficial or productive swooped in and gave us a better outlook on what the banking sector is going to be doing moving forward. None of it. Like it was really weird to see like, hey, we had a bunch of banks fall apart and nobody changed any laws, and now the stock market's at all-time highs. Excuse me? Like what just happened? Right? So I'm excited, but at the same time I'm thinking to myself, this next one, this next fall, this next drop is, yeah, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a real thing. Live while you live says, hey, y'all think we could do an explanation on DPN networks on one class, please? Well, since you asked, I was thinking about doing DPN, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it live. All right, so now that we have, you see how I just segue into that bad boy like that? That's how you do it. All right? Nah, man, I told y'all I was going to kick it with y'all about that. No, so that's funny. That's how you do it. All right? That's how we come up in here and just bam, knowledge. All right, no, so this is the thing. The more I looked into DPN, it made me sad. And not in like a bad way, like there's something wrong with it. DPN basically takes technology that's already in crypto and just rebranded it. Yeah, I know. All right. So DPN basically stands for decentralized physical, decentralized physical infrastructure. Yeah. Yeah. So you got physical, right? For the P, infrastructure, IN. DPN, decentralized physical infrastructure. Yeah. So you guys want an example of a DPN project? Filecoin. Ain't nothing new about Filecoin. But it's that's what we're doing, right? Like Filecoin is like the storage side of things. So you think about things that are, in a sense, kind of like real world assets, but in a service form, right? Like you think about how Ondo is doing real world assets where they're offering up things that have real world or real world existence, like how BlackRock has all the, assets under management, and Ondo is letting you come in and benefit from BlackRock's assets by listing them on their network. So they're finding real world assets like that BlackRock holds, and they're offering all those assets on their platform. It gives you that type of vibe. But DePIN, they're going to take things like server farming, right? You can have a bunch of servers, like how Amazon stores data. You can have something like that, and that's still considered, physical infrastructure, right? If you have a server farm, that's a physical infrastructure. Right? There you go. Amazon Web Services, very similar, exactly. Something like NVIDIA with GPU mining, right? Physical infrastructure. So you have all these different things, and it can be server farms, it could be data processing, right? It could be just cloud storage. It could be a ton of things. And the whole thing with DePIN is you build the demand, or you build the supply for the demand, right? And the demand will continue to come because you have the infrastructure to support it. So here you see token rewards incentive supply side participants to deploy infrastructure, right? As the network supply side grows, devs, product developers, and end users are attracted, right? Because everybody wants to come in and benefit from that demand that's there, right? So they're going to start putting in more to the supply of helping it grow, right? Fees generated from the end users utilizing a network services attracts more service providers, right? So now you got more people coming in, and it's supposed to be like a feedback loop that keeps growing, right? Protocol token models create a relationship between network usage and token price. So demand for the infrastructure brings more attention, aka more workers, right? It's like having a giant apple orchard, right? And you're like, all right, somebody got to come pick these apples. All right, we need applesauce, we need apple cider. Just so y'all know, I'm like an apple cider fiend. Like when apple cider time roll around, like September, October, listen, I could go through gallons of apple cider, but I digress. All right. If you have all these apples, you need somebody to come pick these apples for all the different things we're going to use apples for. Now you got people saying, hey, I love to come in and pick apples. Okay, I'll pay you this much based off of the demand that we have for these apples, right? Now these apples, the apple cider or the applesauce or just apples in general, right? Now all of a sudden demand's growing, and now that person who's picking apples, they're making a good amount, and now more people come in. Cool. Now they're making some. Now it's being distributed out to all these workers, and all of a sudden we've run out of apples, and they're like, all right, I'm going to expand the apple field even further. So next time we'll have a bigger harvest because we have more demand, and so forth and so on, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. All right. Says I thought you don't like apple. I love applesauce. I love apple. I'm like, yeah, apples period for me are weird. Like I really like applesauce, and I love apple cider. Like I'm not gonna tell you what I eat applesauce with because y'all gonna laugh at me. But yes, it's a whole thing. Like my grandma used to do this for me when I was a kid, and it never went away. Like I'm so weird with this. Like it's the one thing that I eat, and I'm embarrassed to eat it in front of people when I eat applesauce. Cottage cheese, no, that's not bad. Like cottage cheese with any kind of fruit isn't bad. Like you can put cottage cheese with like peaches, apples, strawberries, cherries. It's good all the time. See here, no. So listen, Gerber, no, listen. Baby food slap. All right, don't play. I'd be feeding my son. I'm like, oh, this is good. You got to share this. Like it's a whole thing. Not even gonna play with you. Baby food is delicious. But no, okay, so I would eat applesauce with rice, like really buttery rice and salmon. Like to this day, I still do it. Like it's got to be like really hot, warm rice, and then the cold applesauce with some salmon. I know that sounds crazy. I used to eat it like that when I was a kid, and it reminds me. Put it like this: it just reminds me of a very simple time in my life where I was hanging around my grandmother, and it was just every time I eat it, I have nostalgia moments. Like, man, dude, I was just a kid who liked some weird stuff, and it just stuck. And I've been eating it like that ever since. I don't even eat it in front of people because everybody goes exactly how you guys went in the chat. Ew, what? Gross. I don't even get mad about it. Like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Food can definitely send you down memory lane. Smells can too. Like you come down the stairs and you smell like some food, it'll remind you of your childhood instantly. All right, but yeah, so DePIN basically is just already existing projects like Filecoin. Another good project that's on that's on the DPN is, let me see here, is something like, let's see here, Akash, right? Akash has been out for the longest, right? And when you go down here, right, DPN, right? Like this category wasn't even around when Akash was doing its thing, right? You can look at that newer project I was talking to you guys about, Grass. This one we signing up for the airdrop and all that kind of stuff. This project is going to also potentially be a DPN project, right? Like, so you have all the things that Grass offers when you're coming in and, you know, just being a part of the network and just, you know, just dabbling in. I'm not going to get too deep into the project because I haven't really finished getting all into it yet. But it just gives you that possibility of letting this network that's going to be using your internet while you're asleep or not while you're idle. It'll use your internet to scrape different websites, and in doing so, you're going to earn points. They're saying these points may earn you that amount of Grass tokens after so long. So you start thinking about this stuff and you think, okay, how many different things do I not use that could potentially be massive in the long run, right? Where I have things that may be just sitting around where I'm like, hey, I don't use my internet a lot. I may not utilize certain parts of my electrical grid a lot. I may not utilize certain parts of my cloud storage a lot, right? And how much of that are you willing to sell off, right, to these entities and benefit from it? That's the whole model of DPN, if that makes sense, right? I don't even have a referral. Like, and you guys know I'm never going to send you guys referral links. If you guys are interested in something, you guys get involved with it because you're interested. I don't ever want it to be a thing like Kurt said it, so I'm doing it. Like, no, like do the research, make sure it makes sense for you. Like, if you guys ever have referral links, ever ask for a referral link for me, I'm not going to give it to you. It's just not happening. You will never get a referral link from me ever. All right. I'm all about making sure I give you guys the knowledge, and I'm not here trying to profit off of you guys' experience in the cryptocurrency space. That's the last thing I would ever do to y'all. All right. So if anybody inbox you like, here go my link, it ain't me. Run for the hills. Delete me the moment I send you a referral link. I'm telling you to delete me because it ain't me. All right. If I hit you up and say, how's your trading going? It ain't me. I purposely don't talk like that because that's how the scammers talk. All right. So never, man, I can't stand scammers, dude. It's a whole thing. But DPN really just puts you into the headspace of how many things are we not fully utilizing that we can double back and make a profit from that are just sitting around. Like when your internet's just sitting idle, Grass gives you a really good opportunity to benefit and profit from idle internet. Like, think about how much you spend on your internet bill every month, right? Like, you're not on the internet 24/7. Most of us isn't, right? I know if you're like, you know, like if you guys are like, you know, deep into the crypto space and you're just researching projects and stuff like that, maybe you're using your internet every 5 minutes. I don't know, right? Maybe you know somebody like that. Who knows? But, you know, I catch myself doing this. Right? But maybe you have somebody that does that. I don't know. Maybe you got a friend in the furniture business. So when I think about that, I'm like, man, a lot of people could benefit from projects like Grass or something that allows you to sell your cloud storage or something that allows you to, you know, like benefit from just open storage. Maybe you have a lot of hard drive space on your computer that you don't utilize. Maybe you guys can buy additional terabytes, right? And you plug it into your computer and you allow a network to access that storage space. And now they don't have to go spend money on server farms, right? And you benefit as opposed to some random entity with a bunch of space, like a Costco size building or a Walmart size building filled to the brim with servers, right? And storage. So they're offering up these different decentralized methods to make more infrastructure. And the benefits to this are really cool because it incentivizes people to want to be a part of it, right? And then word of mouth spreads it around, and it's a much cheaper solution. It's very easy to switch gears based on what customer needs are. And it isn't really like just hammered down. You paid for this. You only get this. It allows you to kind of shift gears mid growth to do something else if need be. So it has a lot of smart use case to it. It's just so many different prongs for DPN that it's not as simple as like DeFi, right? Decentralized finance has a lot of extra areas as well. But the financial sector isn't that difficult, right? You got capital, you want to make capital, you're loaning, you're lending, you're borrowing. Like it is what it is. It's not a whole lot of like nuance to the financial sector. DPN could be a ton of things, from storage to simply just actually doing things on the network, where you could actually be doing a daily job in DPN and earn from that and get rewards, right? So there are plenty of different areas that you could use as well inside of DPN. So hopefully it makes sense. Is DPN making more sense for you guys now? It's starting to click. It doesn't seem as confusing. They just rebranded a bunch of stuff that didn't have a name. They do it in the real world all the time, right? Like they do it in politics. They do it in everywhere. It's a thing. Yeah, it's a whole thing. See here, it says, yeah, a bit better. Ocean is for data. Yep, something like Ocean Protocol as well could be a part of DPN. We can pull it up. Let's see if Ocean Protocol falls into the DPN. All right, because knowing the way they do this stuff now. All right, so let's see here, categories. Boom, DPN. All right, like, so you see what I mean? Like they took existing projects and they're just recategorizing them, right? And the thing is, some of these projects were very stagnant. They weren't doing anything. So rebranding them gives them a bit more, I don't want to say umph, but it just gives them a different light shined on them, so people can start really looking through these DPN projects and figuring out which ones make the most sense. I'll check out Pulsar, Pete. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. All right. Let's see here. New marketing as well. Yeah, that's all most of this stuff is. It's just finding ways to get more projects that have been stagnant back into the limelight, right? So if we go down to DPN and you see here Filecoin, right? Render, right? Because this is GPU, right? Theta Network, right? Arweave, Helium, Akash Network, IOTA, LivePeer, right? All these networks that are offering services, right? Nothing that we haven't seen. No game breaker DPN projects. It's just already existing stuff with a new sticker. And most of these don't do the same thing. They just bundled up a bunch of stuff and said, there it is. I'm like, yeah. So like I said, the more I kind of looked into it, the less I was like, oh, it wasn't exciting. It was like, oh, this stuff is already existing stuff. This isn't anything, like groundbreaking or, monumental. It was literally projects we've already looked into that have great use case. They're just looking to get bigger communities attached to them now. Yeah, these are projects we've been looking at these for years, right? Filecoin, longest. Render for the longest. Helium for the longest. Akash for the longest. IOTA, like, yeah, it was kind of like a letdown. I'm like, oh wow, this is it. I was expecting so much more from DPN, and only to get let down with you guys kind of got me with this one. All right, so like I said, I was gonna do the research so we can have a better explanation of it, but yeah, it's just literally decentralized physical, infrastructure. That's the thing. So they're finding things that can offer up services to these other big companies, and it's giving them another way to save operating costs and scale better. And Web3, nothing scales like Web3. Nothing scales like crypto. Like, you can't beat Filecoin with the patents that they have. It's one of the reasons why Render has been the talk of the town for the longest, because what they're doing right now is groundbreaking, and they're working really closely with Apple. So that's part of the buzz with Render as well, right? Theta Network's been around for years, and it's supposed to be a competitor to YouTube, right? We haven't seen any crazy groundbreaking things from it. Rumble came along and pretty much just disrupted all of what Theta Network was doing. Most people are just leaving YouTube and going to Rumble, right? You got Joe Rogan leaving YouTube, going over to, what was those guys? What's the guys that gave Joe Rogan all the money again? Can't think of the name of it. You got
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify. There you go. Yeah, so Theta Network, I like the premise, but it's like, who's going to be the big name that pushes it, right? And it can't be like a weird influencer like a Logan Paul or a Jake Paul. It's got to be somebody that really has an audience that isn't all about clicks. It's got to be like something people want to watch. Like if I don't know, like a Ben Shapiro, right, goes over to Theta Network, some people would go, right? If a Candace Owens goes over there, some people would go, right? If a Shannon Sharp goes over to Theta Network, some people would go, right? But it would have to make a lot of sense for them to go over there and benefit. And the thing is, like, networks like Theta, I gotta say this too before I pass this over to Mike. Like crypto right now has gotten a very bad rap in the gamer community. Like millennials are very leery. Gamer millennials are very leery of crypto. Like anything that has NFT attached to it in the gamer space, they're very leery of it. I don't understand it. I get some of the slight nuance of, hey, we don't want you guys coming in here messing up gaming. I'm gonna be the first one to say it if anybody else saying it. Gaming's already messed up, right? Microtransactions ruined it. Like it's all bad. Like everything is a million transactions. Like you go on like any game, Fortnite to any of these new, like it's just the moment you get in is buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. I'm like, golly, like every like from Minecraft to Roblox to like all of it's just microtransactions through the wazoo, right? So you notice now where when something like crypto shows up, they try to say, oh, that's why we don't like it. It's like, no, it's already there. You guys are already doing it. There just isn't that obvious NFT factor to it, because the NFT factor would allow you to resell the thing, right? Instead of just saying, hey, I bought something that I can never get rid of, and it's now in my possession, and Roblox just made $1,000 off of me, right? Like, what is it? Fortnite just made $1,000. Like, yeah. And the thing is, they're getting kids used to having that dopamine hit from buying things in small portions, right? So it's not for us. They're building a new wave of degenerates that are going to be so comfortable with giving money away in small doses that they won't realize they're being nickel and dime to death, right? Like it's a really, really weird energy. Because when I was growing up in gaming, you would just play the game because you like the game. You got the whole game. You didn't have to wait for downloadable content, no DLC. You just bought the game. There it was. You played it. You enjoyed it. Your friends came over. You guys played it, enjoyed it, and you went outside. that was the day. Now it's like you spend weeks indoors playing one game, and you spent $500, and you look like Spider-Man, right? And you're playing a shooting game. Like it makes zero sense. So I'm looking at things now in the crypto space, and I feel like eventually it will get more, commonplace. But in crypto gaming, Theta Network, stuff like this, where it's YouTube-esque, it has to be more incentivized for the user and not so much tokenized for the company. That's the thing. Like when there's like a Bitcoin version of a social network where the developer just put it out and doesn't benefit at all from it, that's when we'll start seeing the wave come over. Until then, I don't think it's going to be anything close to that. Until then, like, and if there's like a voting mechanism, like the token's a governance token as well. If there's a YouTube version where there's a governance token and people can vote on what they want to happen inside of the protocol, oh, it's a win-win. It's a win-win at that point. You'll see advertisement flow in. Everything will go crazy, and everybody will have that. And it won't be that weird energy if you can't say this and you can't say that, and you're going to get demonetized for it. Like all of that weird energy that you get. I don't know. I digress. But I'm going to pass over to Mike. You good, bro? Phone call went straight. You didn't, no emergencies?
No, I just had to take a phone call. I thought it was tomorrow, but no,
okay, sweet. I'm making. If you got to take a break, bro, I can hold it down. We got. I can do what I got to do.
I was watching the whole go live at the same time.
I'm liking these glasses, by the way, man. What are these? What are these new spectacles you're wearing, sir?
They're called blue light.
Listen, I got mine sitting right here, bro. I already know when you at this PC for too long, headaches will ensue.
Don't worry, I got the Cartiers somewhere. They're in another room, I think.
I know you say swagged out, bro.
They're somewhere. But let's talk about probably could be one of the most traveled places in the world in the next 5 years. El Salvador just made a huge play on taxes. Congress has reformed our income tax law for international investments and money transfers. From 30% to 0.
Wait, what just happened?
They are not taxing on anything. They want money going to El Salvador, and they just reformed the income tax law. So buying properties, there's no taxes on properties now.
Overseas,
and you can buy it in crypto.
Wait, no.
It's pretty. I mean, this was not even close. This vote. President of El Salvador tweeted this out. Bitcoin Beach is being built right now.
All right, bro. After this call, we're looking up property prices in El Salvador, bro, right now.
Yeah, take a look at this. Let me pull this up here for you real quick. This is the future, everybody, of just, I think El Salvador is going to lead it, which is incredible for their economy. And yeah, they're literally going to turn this beach into like one of the most coolest communities in the world with all crypto. So I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on in Haiti. I'm not going to speak too much on the political side, but there's a lot of things happening. And the president of El Salvador actually said, like, kind of like, let me take over and we'll get this thing running again. And yeah, definitely sad what's happening in Haiti right now. So definitely send some prayers. And one of the things that he tweeted out was basically like, when I got into El Salvador, it was a lot of issues, but I went, with a pro, like helping pro crypto, like just getting people making money. Remember when El Salvador made Bitcoin a legal tender, they airdropped everybody $90 of Bitcoin in their Shiba wallet.
At what price was that, bro? And they did that.
It was dude, it was under 10K for sure. Under 10K for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty amazing, obviously, what they're doing. This, though, I think is going to bring a lot of money into El Salvador. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But
They look like geniuses now, bro.
yeah, and they look stupid. They buy a Bitcoin every day. They've been doing it for, what, 3 years?
Yeah. Talk about DCA.
They in profit. Now let's talk a little bit about DeFi. DeFi just crossed over 100 billion. We're back above 100 billion. That all-time high is getting closer and closer. We can see here top protocols. We now have over 32 projects with $1 billion plus in TVL. We can see on-chain volume here. Yesterday was Solana had 3 times as much volume. Let's see what it's doing here today. 24 hour. Okay, ETH had a nice comeback here, 2.5, because the base layer. So base layer on Coinbase, there's no fees. It's free. I don't know if you guys have seen that. And I think there's going to be a lot of airdrops on Coinbase's base layer because it's now free. The upgrade works on layer 2s, layer 1s. We still have an issue with gas fees. But really, proto-dank sharding is for layer 2s. So 49, it's like whatever. But some good stuff. Just wanted to give you guys an update on NFT volume for the past 30 days. NFTs are, I think, about to hit the floor from a floor price standpoint. A lot of those NFTs were valued in, I think NFTs are valued in dollars. So, you're seeing ETH prices drop, SOL prices drop in floors, but the dollar amount is like kind of staying the same. Maybe it's dropping a little bit, or maybe it's even going up.
Yeah.
So over the past month, though, Bitcoin NFTs are up, ETH, SOL. Those are the main ones we watch. Now I got a coin for you, Kurt. I got a coin to talk about here.
Here we go. Here we go. Let me get my book ready so I can figure out something to come with. All right, go ahead.
I couldn't just, and this is actually one of the students said, "Hey, Mike, you can't do the class tomorrow without some ammo. I'm gonna give you some ammo." So
oh, y'all helping, Michael? That's what we doing.
I got the community on my side here.
Oh, I don't believe this. I thought we was better than this.
This is, you just gotta take care of people, and they take care of you. They send you some.
Ooh, I don't believe y'all. Oh my God, this how y'all gonna do me?
Yeah, that's that. So, have you heard of Research Coin?
Research Coin? No, I have not heard of it. What is this? 900 in the world, 1 billion in the supply.
Don't worry about that. That's going to change, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just think with me here. Okay, volume obviously not good. Supply, tokenomics, whatever, not bad. Okay, where is it listed? It's listed nowhere, so it's only on Uniswap.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that in mind. This is a low cap project, super major risk. Do not go buy this right now. But let's go through this. So what is it? This is what we call DeSci, decentralized science, where you can communicate with other scientists and other that industry, that space. You can basically create, it's like a Reddit type of thread, and you can vote on certain, not proposals, but like ideas, and have that conversation. So share the coolest idea from science, and you can come here and just have the conversation. Now, there's a lot of different parts to it. You have this live feature, stream of real-time activity on Research Hub. Interesting. You have the hubs, which is for medicine, computer science, biology, And you can basically upload papers, get it approved through other different scientists. Very interesting. Now, here's all I really care about. Who do you think the CEO of this company is?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. That thing's going to get listed immediately to Coinbase, bro.
Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. Yeah, how about that one?
That coin could be talking about shoelaces, and it's going to get on Coinbase, bro. Like,
Yep,
it
and it's
doesn't
not
even matter anymore what they're talking about. That thing's going right on there and getting listed. A bunch of liquidity is going to flow into it. Yeah, bro.
Now look at this. This is the mission. This is right. Interested in accelerating scientific research to improve the world. Now really think about this, because there's all these like, different diets. I mean, all these different like controversial things that we see when we go on our Instagrams, right? But imagine a decentralized place where your opinions was not censored. And, you guys get what I'm saying here. And you can go through these threads. If you're a scientist, if you're a biologist, you can go through some of these papers. You can create a paper. So very interesting. You go on their Twitter, it's, you have their yearly update. And here's the coolest part is you got Brian already talking about it.
Yeah.
This Helios version of the world, that the Earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around. And
people like Galileo were actually convicted of heresy or whatever, they called it back then. And I think some people might have even been put to death for like proposing these heliocentric versions of the universe, right? We see like much more moderate or minor versions of that in modern society, where there's a belief that somebody has about the way the world works and someone proposes an alternative, and there's not actually a safe forum to go and propose that in science, because you might offend somebody or harm your career, because like these very famous scientists have been proposing an alternative theory their entire career, and to go against them, puts your own career.
Very true. Very true. So we're going to keep an eye out on this. I wish Go Live was yesterday. This thing literally was at this level here, and it's taking off. No entry on this right now. But just had to throw that out there. Research coin. We're gonna do some more research on that.
Mike, I tell you, you think you know somebody, they double back with a Brian Armstrong coin on you. Like, really, bro? I don't think he's ever made a coin.
Yeah, and the rumor is this is speculation, but supposedly he's gonna sell 2% of his Coinbase stock and go a little bit heavy.
Oh my gosh, bro!
With research
and you can only get it off of Uniswap right now.
Right now, that's the only place where there's liquidity.
The competitor. How convenient.
Yeah. Don't get listed. It's just a matter
they're
of when.
they're gonna get listed. That's not
He's
even
like
a question. They're gonna get like
hit the button.
Right. Nancy's somewhere on the phone right now buying. I wish Nancy Pelosi's like portfolio popped up, because I know she got a crypto portfolio, bro.
Yep.
That's what we should be looking for. We should find somebody who can find Nancy Pelosi's crypto portfolio, bro. That's what we should be doing. That should be a whole full-time job for somebody on Twitter.
Yo, she's just probably deep in all these mining companies. The day she calls out Mara will be the greatest day ever for crypto. But we know it's coming. So yeah, that's really all I got. Let me go over a couple of charts here. So I see the students asking about, oh my God, that missed exit 3 by what? 40 pips. What a joke. Yeah, I do think we'll still hit it. I mean, its structure is still bullish unless we see really a break of this 140-ish level. And Solana's looking really good, obviously, as you guys can see here. Bitcoin, okay, I want to just throw this out there. We're going to see how deep this retracement is. I do like 62K. If price continues to create lower highs, I would not be surprised if this comes back up here and doesn't create a high. I think we're coming down to 62 at least. In this level, I'd probably go bullish again. It just sucks because these alts, you think they're about to run, and then it's just right back down. Run, but back down. So keep it in mind, Bitcoin's under 70. We're going into tomorrow's Friday. We just had inflation go up. Right, so there could still be I saw you were looking at the dollar.
Yeah.
That could lead to some speculation of, will he raise rates? Probably not, but inflation going up pushes the dollar, which is what we're seeing here. And yeah, I like the levels that you were looking at, 104, 105. We can see that. So, guys, these are like bullish pullbacks though for some of the alts that you haven't or that you want to DCA like into to get a better DCA position, like RLC, right? This is an AI project, kind of similar like Engine, but for AI. And like if price comes back into like this zone, and this is a project that has hit like 15, 16 bucks. It's an AI category. We had this sweep break. Come spend some time around 350. That's a nice zone. This will be an exchange idea, for sure. Also, I was looking at FIDA, right? FIDA's, I mean, we're already a really nice potential entry down there. If this were to pull back to the zone, that's still valid. Radium's moving. Jupiter is very interesting. Did I show you Jupiter yesterday, Kurt?
A little bit.
What you can do on your platform?
I think we talked about it a little bit before you got on.
Share it real quick. So like I'm still testing it. Yeah, we did speak about it, but like it's still in beta. So like some of these contracts are not filling, which is obviously not okay right now. But yeah, just you can have SOL in your Phantom and have access to leverage trading. That's pretty cool. So we're going to keep an eye out. I would love to see a sweep of this. I would love to see this thing back in the 60s. Really hoping for that. Honey is a project that Nick put on my radar. It is dropping here. This might not be the best chart. Let's look at it on a perpetual chart or something, or against Tether. Yeah. My zone. Wow. Did that hit my zone? I'm going to be really mad. That actually hit my zone and I wasn't paying attention. Nice. I would like to see this closer to like 12 cents though. And kind of coming into this candle right here. If you see like something like this, come sweep this. I mean, this could be a really nice zone. I'm going to tell Nick, I'm going to call it out again if it goes back down there. Star Atlas, $5 million NFT sale. A lot of eyes are on this project. Pullback, very, very possible. Anything that pulls back into like 0.007 or 0.008, we could see a continuation. Huge break of structure, so huge rally, then price dropped. You guys see those waves there, 1, 2, 1. Pullback, run. So this looks really good. Other than that, we just got to kind of be patient. I'm not really going to go like chase, like Filecoin, for example, like, this was the DCA zone. If you missed it, you really need to wait for a bigger pullback. And if you don't get it, then you allocate those funds somewhere else. Nike hooked up Honey. Hive Mapper is a DPIN project. Yep. In Jupe, you can auto invest at certain prices. Yes, you can, but I really wouldn't get in the habit of leaving a ton of money in your MetaMask or in your wallets. Your money should only be in the wallets if you're doing a transaction or if you're trading or something like that. RSC is literally running right now. That's annoying. Yeah, that's really it, bro. This is good. These pullbacks are needed in crypto. So if you're new, don't get like, oh my God, what's happening to the market? That's how the new people that just got involved the past couple of days are feeling. Like they bought, like you guys know, somebody bought right here for the first time. This was their introduction to crypto.
Yep.
It's down 16%. I knew it was a scam. I knew it. I told my friend it was gonna. But like you have this liquidity that has to get taken out before we go higher. And that's why I encourage everybody here to spend time, like Perp right now is pulling back, like spend time on higher time frames. And you really realize like just a lot of noise. Like,
yep.
It's a little wick.
Was just saying that earlier. Like you'll go on like CoinGecko and you'll see like this massive pullback in that little snippet they show you of price action. And you're like, oh, this thing's super down. And you go to the chart, you're like, bro, where is this massive drop at?
Down 99%. What are you talking? It's down like 9.9%. What is wrong with you? Yeah, people, but emotions. Like today's a red day for most of the market. What are we looking to do? Like these are those times where you have to have like, capital on the side and you're preparing and you're stacking. And then you see like a 15, like if Star Atlas goes back to the entry, yeah, that might be a nice DCA level. Illuvium's at 134. Oh, if it comes back down to like 115 and you like a project, that's a nice DCA level. Like this thing hit 158. So of course people are going to take profits. This was just at $30 at the end of last year. So I think we're in a great position. We're going to see what happens this week. Tomorrow, guys, real quick, I'm doing a bonus class on my channel at 4 p.m. Really going into like my leverage trading strategies and that type of stuff. So if you want to learn that, feel free to show up 4 p.m. Show up there. Uniswap's interesting. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
This level here. Come back to $12.
Yep.
Sweep this. Come back to $12. That would be nice.
That is so crazy. That I'm still tripping about Brian Armstrong starting up a coin, bro. Like it.
That's all news, bro. We're past that.
Nah. We not past nothing. I don't feel some type of way about this dude coming up with a coin, and y'all gonna tell Mike about it?
I won't say who though. I will respect their privacy.
It was Manny. I know it was Manny.
I cannot confirm or deny it was not Manny.
Oh man. Nah, man, I know it's funny. I appreciate you guys like doing the work and sharing it with us as well, though. It goes a long way.
Yeah, just you guys know if you guys find anything and it's coming hot off the press, and the CEO owns one of the biggest exchanges in the world that's run by the biggest company in the world, you call me. You text me, you message me somewhere. You don't tell Kurt anything.
That's how we doing it. Okay, that's how we do it.
If you want the Swipecoin exchange ID notification,
you see how you gonna throw that in there?
Your phone first. I will program it where it hits your username before everybody else.
Right. Like you will get all the signals earlier than anyone. You're gonna get a direct message from me specifically.
No, you won't get that. You won't get that. I'll never ask for crypto. It's all a scam. Don't send it.
Right. Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah,
that is too funny, man. No, like it just says a lot about our community, man. Like everybody's putting in the work, everybody's excited, everybody's leaning into the responsibilities of what it takes to maintain a healthy portfolio as well. Like sometimes people just come in and get excited about being on the calls and getting a list. And I want to grab all these products. Like, bro, I have so many people that used to be in a company constantly calling me about a coin list, bro. Then they send me their list that they made up in the bathroom. And they're like, this is my list. What do you think? And I'm like, bro, it's just Doge, Bonk, Shiba, Floki. Which one's the best, Kurt? And I'm like, all right, bro, we're done here. We're done here. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, it warms my heart seeing you guys actually doing the work and being excited about doing the work. Like, it just says a lot about where you guys are right now mentally and your attitude towards the run. Because some people come in and just want to sit back and just, it's going to all go up, so I don't got to do nothing, put my feet up. And I'm like, no, you guys are like coming in because y'all want to squeeze every bit of value out of this next run. So I definitely am excited to do this with you guys. And just seeing the progress and the testimonies that's going to come out of this is going to be game changer, life changer. Like, and I know this is going to sound really petty on my end. I want everybody who made the decision to leave the company to kick themselves for doing it when it's all said and done.
That's already happening. But
I want that so bad, bro. Like, this is one reason why I stay up and I research so hard. I want everybody that looked IM in its handsome face and said, I don't want that knowledge. I want everybody to be like, man, I should have stayed still and got this information, man. Sheesh.
I don't want Bitcoin under 5K. Nah, I'll buy it at 500.
Yep.
Put that on a t-shirt. All right, bro. I got to jump off. I appreciate you guys. Great week. Put a 1 in the chat if you had a great week in general. Bonus session tomorrow. Me and Kurt back next Wednesday. Give me some price predictions of where you guys think Bitcoin will be next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the chat. See y'all soon.
All right, bro.
See ya.
Man, so y'all know we about to have a conversation, right? Y'all know I'm not about to let y'all off the hook that easy. Okay, so what we doing now? Okay, this what y'all gonna just give Mike coins, huh? That's what we doing now, huh? Y'all gonna have me come over here, do all this work, research, go crazy. I'm over here drinking energy drinks, and then after it's all said and done, here you go, Michael. Here you go. Yeah. Get Kurt with that. He won't be ready for it. I don't believe y'all. No, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all are hilarious, man. All right, family. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe this. Y'all find new ways. Just when I think y'all can't get no more funnier or no more surprising, y'all turn around and just oh, my goodness. Y'all get me every week with something new. Every time. All right. You got me here today. You wanted to hurt me, you did it. I hope you're happy. I wasn't able to pop in like Here Come the Tears. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all Wednesday. Y'all probably about to load Mike up. He gonna be like rapid fire me next week. Like, oh, we about to make Kurt work. We about to load Mike up with all the sauce we can find. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. I will see you guys on Monday. Me and Mike will be back together next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Man, y'all are something else. All right, family. As usual, and as always, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. We out. And, oh, yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, family. Love you guys. Get this bag. Let's go. Let's go.